Rose Petal Place, A Matter of Music by Vicki Edwards Geert. Pictures by Pat Paris and Jean Thornley. You follow along with me, and when you hear this sound, turn the page. Okay? The garden in Rose Petal Place was in full bloom. Lily Fair and Iris were taking a walk in the warm sunshine with Rose Petal. Suddenly, they heard Pitter-Pat softly meowing behind them.
Well, hello, Pitter-Pat.
Rose Petal called out.
Come enjoy the sunshine with us.
Pitter-Pat came over to Rose Petal and continued to meow.
What is it, Pitter-Pat?
Rose Petal asked.
I think she wants the same thing I was just going to ask you for, Rose Petal.
Lily Fair guessed.
Pitter-Pat, do you want Rose Petal to sing for us?
Pitter-Pat jumped up and down excitedly. Rose Petal laughed and said,
A day like this does make me feel like singing. All right, Pitter-Pat, how's this song? A lovely day can make me smile and keep me happy for a while. But nothing feels as good and true as sharing life with friends like you.
Rose Petal's voice carried clear across the garden. Daffodil set aside the dress she was showing Orchid at the Bouquet Boutique, and they both smiled as they listened. Seymour J. Snailsworth put down the book he was reading to Sunny Sunflower so they could hear Rose Petal. The sweet tones gently awakened P.D. Centipede and Tumbles the Hedgehog, who had been napping under Elmer's shady branches. The sounds reached as far as Tin Can Castle, where others were not as happy to hear Rose Petal's song.
There goes that little twit again, polluting my air with her singing,
complained Nastina as she played the organ.
I would do anything to rid the garden of Rose Petal's noise.
Horace Fly looked puzzled. He thought he must not have heard Nastina correctly.
Nose, did you say? You want to get rid of Rose Petal's nose?
Not her nose, you moron! Her noise!
Nastina screeched over her organ playing.
Oh, noise.
Horace Fly murmured.
Well, the only way I can imagine to get rid of noise is with louder noise.
Nastina perked up.
Horace, you may be smarter than you look after all. Bring me some pots and pans. I have an idea.
Nastina ordered Horace to connect empty cans, battered forks, and the pots and pans to bent pieces of coat hangers.
Now get that funnel and hook it up there while I connect this wire to the organ,
she instructed.
That's it. Now we'll see who begs for silence.
Back in a sunnier part of the garden, Rose Petal's friends had gathered around her. Tumbles the Hedgehog and Pitter-Pat rolled in the warm grass, while Lily Fair told the others about her new dance routine.
Why don't you show us?
Daffodil asked Lily Fair.
If you need music, Rose Petal can sing.
Oh, would you, Rose Petal?
Lily Fair pleaded.
I'd love to, Lily Fair.
Rose Petal answered. But just as Rose Petal began singing, they were surrounded by the most dreadful sound. A thundering noise that made them cover their ears.
I don't know what that was, but it's gone now. Let's start again,
Rose Petal suggested. Again, the racket drowned out Rose Petal's voice. Several times Rose Petal tried to sing, but each time the strange noise got louder and uglier. All at once, Iris realized what was causing such a racket.
It's Nastina's organ.
She cried.
So it is.
Agreed Seymour J. Snailsworth.
She must have an amplifier. That is something to make the sound louder.
Rose Petal's face turned red. She struggled to hold back her tears as she said,
If Nastina drowns me out every time I try to sing, I'll never be able to sing again.
Something must be done.
Sunny Sunflower said angrily.
We can't let Nastina get away with this. I'm going right over there and...
Wait, Sonny!
PD Centipede interrupted.
You're right. We must do something. We all love Rose Petal too much to see her so unhappy. But why don't we all go find this amplifier and take it apart ourselves?
Yes. Let's go.
They all agreed. Although they usually avoided Nastina, Rose Petal's friends didn't think about themselves as they followed PD to Tin Can Castle. Their love for Rose Petal was stronger than their fear as they searched for the amplifier. For a long time, they looked through the rusty cans and broken bottles that surrounded Tin Can Castle, but they couldn't find the amplifier. Their clothes were grimy and torn from the garbage around them, but not even the fashionable Orchid cared. It was more important to help Rose Petal.
I haven't found much here.
Lily Fair called from the corner where she was searching.
Just a bunch of garbage strung on a wire.
A wire?
PD Centipede asked.
Let me see. That funnel may be what's making the organ so loud. That's it, Lily Fair. The other end of the wire must be connected to the organ.
PD Centipede followed the wire to the organ. He yanked at it, and all the garbage went clattering to the ground. It was enough to ruin the amplifier. And it was also enough to awaken Nastina and Horace Fly from their naps.
What are you doing near my castle?
Nastina screamed.
What have you done? Give that back, you fools, or you'll be sorry.
Here, you can have it.
PD Centipede said as he hurled the contraption at Nastina's feet.
But don't bother trying to hook it back up. You'll soon find out that the power of love is much stronger than the power of anything you might rig up.
Rose Petal's friends left Nastina screeching behind them. They ran back to Rose Petal and asked her to sing for them.
I can't.
Rose Petal said, sadly.
Yes, you can.
Daffodil told her.
PD Centipede found a way to take the amplifier apart.
Oh, PD, thank you.
Rose Petal cried as she hugged him.
However did you do it?
PD blushed and mumbled until Orchid stepped in to help him explain.
But don't try to hug me, Rose Petal.
Orchid warned her.
Look at what a mess I am.
Orchid, you have never looked prettier to me.
Rose Petal declared.
Well, now, how about our song?
Seymour suggested.
Nothing would make me happier.
Rose Petal answered.
Once I was feeling sad and then I thought I'd never smile again. I should have known you all would be such perfect, helpful friends to me. I thank you all and love you so. I'm happier than you'll ever know.
Rose Petal's singing was beautiful as she filled the garden with the sounds of her love. The love of music and the love of friends.